Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Gaming with me, Tony Mo, and welcome back to another episode of Free2Play Wednesday. Today we're going to be taking a look at one of my all-time favorite, and probably one of the games that is nearest and dearest to my heart, Hawken. It doesn't get much better than Hawken when it comes to free-to-play mechs. You do have the choice of MechWarrior Online or Hawken, two very different sides of the coin, but Hawken has always been my favorite. It's been something that I've been a part of since very early alpha. I spent a lot of time playtesting this game and actually giving feedback to the developers and watching it grow, and it is a very, very different beast from what it originally was. Nothing that you see here even existed when the game originally launched. In fact, it was so bare bones in terms of its menus and just all of the different elements that you almost wondered, what was it ever going to be? You know, could this game actually continue to grow? Can it continue to give us reasons to play it? And eventually the team at Hawken, you know, just, it wasn't an eventually, it happened over a long period of time. The game continued to grow and evolve, and now we have what is known as Hawken today, as it recently launched on Steam a couple months ago. So if you guys are interested in checking it out, I'll have the link in the description below. Again, it's completely free to play. It's like 4 gigs over on Steam. Go download it, grab some friends, and check this game out. We're going to just briefly look at the garage. I'll talk a little bit about the game, and then just going to hop right into some gameplay, and I'll just let you guys see what the game is all about, and we'll go from there. So you have all your different mechs inside the garage. The team over at Hawken likes to give you guys at least usually 2 test drive mechs, which is a great way of testing out some of the higher tier mechs, so you can decide how you want to work up to them with your, you know, as you're playing the other classes. Because essentially all these classes, as you level them up, you can unlock other mech, you know, sort of, you know, base models, I guess you could say, like the Predator, which is like the ultimate ambush mech. This one, it has a cloaking device. It also has 2 very powerful single fire weapons. Then we have some of my like all-time favorite mechs. This is one of my alpha mechs, Zero. I think he was late alpha, so he actually has some premium stuff on him. The game is free to play, as I said, and it is actually free to play. There's no pay to win in this. Most of the money that you'll actually spend in, like actual money spent in game, if you choose to do so, is a lot of cosmetic things like emotes and skins and cockpit customization stuff. None of that is required, though. You know, you can come in here and you can screw around with the cockpit decorizations. You can put a red puffer and I guess who doesn't want a puffer fish on their thing? There's all this weird stuff. We can have some noodles. We can have some fire extinguishers, a tow missile. You know, it's all just fun stuff. And again, so, you know, it's nothing that alters the game or is required to play it. So they've done a really good job with the actual balancing of, you know, how in-game money, how real-world money is spent in-game, and making sure that the game never becomes pay to win. Now, if we go ahead and click over to our equipment, we can again alter our different weapons loadouts. So I have my KE Sabot, and I'm running the Hawken's RPR right now. We also have internals for the mechs. This is all things that have just come about in the game in like the last 6 months, the past like year, I think, roughly. But again, just more ways to spend your actual in-game credits, customizing your mech, adding things that just tweak it and make it more personal for you. I mean, the amount of like mechs and like loadouts that you can build in this game is actually really large. I mean, there's a lot of customization you can do to make the mech play exactly how you want him to play. You know, the playstyle that fits you the best, you can do that. And I think that's what I've always enjoyed about Hawken so much. So we also have our items. Right now I'm running like a tier 3 hologram. We also have a tier 1 radar scrambler. Let's go ahead and hit back though, and back again. So yeah, that's pretty much checking out the mechs. You know, there's the market again. You can go into. You can actually buy real stuff in there if you choose to do so. But we're basically just gonna run with our Zero mech, and we'll swap around, looking at the different mechs as we go through the game right now. But let's just go ahead and get into a match. So we're gonna go ahead and go to play. I should mention there's also a training mode for those of you guys who will maybe possibly go check this game out and download it. You can hop into training. There's a VR training tutorial. It'll pretty much help you with all the key bindings, understanding where all the controls are. Definitely recommend doing that if you decide to grab Hawken and give it a whirl. It'll just make playing the game that much easier. In terms of multiplayer, though, we have all our versus modes: deathmatch, missile assault, siege, team deathmatch, essentially 2 objective modes, and, you know, 2 kill everything modes. You also have co-op, allows you to play with all of your friends and fight along waves and waves of enemy AI drones, bots, as well as mini bosses, which is actually really cool. And then you have squad matches, so if you actually manage to get a whole squad together to play Hawken, you can hop over here and face off against other squads, giving you some really close, intense matches. But we're just going to go ahead and hop into team deathmatch. Go ahead and hit launch. Now, I'm not going to say that Hawken is the greatest game to play alone. I don't want to lie to you guys and say that if you're looking for something to play by yourself, yeah, Hawken's that game, because I really don't think it is. It's actually a very difficult game to play alone. As you guys are going to see here, the chances of my team doing well without some sort of communication is kind of slim. It really depends on each of our individual skills and how well we understand our mechs and how well the other players are willing to support each other, because Hawken is at its core a very heavy team game. It does require solid teamwork to ensure that... Actually, no, let's run the sharpshooter mech on this one to ensure success. So the idea behind Hawken, me recommending it as a free-to-play title for you guys, is, you know, you're sitting around, you're waiting for Star Citizen, you're waiting for whatever game you might be waiting for, Watch Dogs. You got a group of friends just looking for something to play. Give Hawken a try. Completely free on Steam, and this game is probably one of the best team-building games that I can think of. The combination of having to work with each other, and then also work with the fact that each of you are running a very, very different mech loadout for the most part. One that requires its own sort of, you know, range to engage targets. One that's, you know, possibly stronger at certain ranges than others. One that's very weak in terms of armor values. Let's go ahead and check out down here. Now, I'm playing the sharpshooter mech, which is like the ultra support mech. I can do some seriously heavy damage with these two rifles, the Sabot as well as the SA Hawkins on my left here. Actually, I'm sorry, not the SA Hawkins. I forget which rifle I'm running on my left side, so we'll just It's actually better for me to not engage these guys at close range and just pretty much throw myself to the dogs. So we're gonna back off a little bit. That was a terrible, terrible shot. That's actually a heavy mech as well. There we go. Doing some nice damage, assisting our teammate there, keeping him alive. That's what it's all about. It does look like we might actually be able to pull off a good match here. We got some guys who are functioning really well together. However, I cannot afford to take a shot in the side like that. Let's go ahead and pop up the hologram. Actually, gonna go ahead and run like a little girl back here to support. Get some support fire from him, but we're also gonna stay with them. Just because he's pushed in doesn't mean we want to abandon him. Oh, we got two mechs. All right, we need support over here, guys. Oh, we're getting ambushed. All right, it's time to move out a bit. Luckily, this mech has some really, really good jump jets. It's very good at getting the hell out of the way. We need to pop down over here and try and get a quick repair off, so we're going to sit down, hit the repair. Good to go. See if we can't stick with this guy over here. Get some nice benefits from rolling with a soldier mech like him. Do a little bit of damage, back out. Getting hit from the left. That was pathetic on my part. Had I actually hit all those shots, we probably could have at least killed him. But we definitely got swarmed pretty heavily there. It looks like this guy's he's still going, man. He's still going. Let's go ahead and actually swap out our mech. I think let's give the Predator a try. So the Predator has a cloaking ability, as you can see there. And when you sprint, the cloak does go like semi-partial, and then when you go back into normal walk mode, it'll go full on again. And of course, once you fire, the cloak will be disabled altogether. Let's see if we can't get with our teammates here. Let's get a nice little flank on this guy. Let's get a repair off. We did a really good amount of damage there, actually. Oh, crap. Oh. That tow missile came straight for our face, man. Straight for our face. So what he just did there actually was, after killing a target, there is a opportunity to get some like energy from that target, and then actually use that to repair your mech without actually having to stop to repair, which obviously, as you saw there, leaves yourself exposed to heavy damage from enemy targets.
Ability activated.
Come in and help him get the kill shot. Watch it, you got a guy on your back. Let me take those rounds for you, dude. Strength in numbers indeed. Let's keep it that way, guys. We can still make a comeback here. Oh, target, 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 target.
Ability activated.
I actually don't think this mech is running the cloak now. I feel like an idiot. Pretty sure he's just running the vision mode. There is a cloak ability for this mech though, but this is the test mech, so bad spot. Let's go ahead and roll out.
Ability activated. Ability activated.
Ooh. Cover me, dudes. Let's quickly get a repair down. I know we're out in the open here, but we're gonna throw up the risk.
Enemy sighted.
We're losing, man, but this isn't a bad match. I gotta be honest. I mean, they're playing a lot more cautious than we are, and it's definitely affecting us a bit. But this isn't a terrible match. Usually, if you're in with within 5 kills of the enemy team, that's a decent match for Hawken. We might actually be able to make a bit of a comeback here, but I doubt we're gonna be able to get 6 kills right before the end. In fact, a lot of our team's quitting is the issue. Well played, guys. Let's keep it up, let's keep it up.
Ability activated.
Oh, got stuck on something. Not a bad match, though. Not a bad match at all, guys. But that has been a look at Hawken. I know a lot of you guys have probably checked this game out. For those of you who are completely unaware of its existence over on Steam, it is there. Again, I will have a link in the description below. As I was saying, this is really, to me, one of the perfect free-to-play experiences to get into with a group of friends. Doesn't cost you any money. You can all download it, hop into a squad together, start wreaking some havoc online. And that is really the best way to experience Hawken, is with a group of friends who can all communicate, work together. And there's a lot here. There is a lot here for the game. There's a lot to learn, there's a lot to unlock, there's a lot to experience. It's a really deep and in-depth mech experience, I guess you could say. That it's just generally extremely enjoyable the more time you spend with it. I cannot recommend it enough. That's going to do it for this week, though, guys. Feel free to let me know if you have any questions about Hawken in the comment section below. Maybe you've played Hawken in the past. You're curious, what has changed, what is it like? Let me know in the comment section below. And I'll see you guys in the next one.